Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello students, let us continue the chapter comparing quantities. As I told you, I'll come up with many interesting questions on the concept of compound interest, right, and its application. Let us start practicing the questions and learn the concept more clearly. Here is the first question, and it is asking you to calculate the amount and compound interest on. So there will be certain parts in the question. This is the first part where we have to calculate the amount and compound interest. Okay, on this much rupees, 10,800. So what is the principal given to us? We will write principal is equal to rupees 10,800. Okay, time is for 3 years. So we'll take time 3 years because it is written compounded annually per year. So how many years do we have? 3 years. So n is here 3 years. Okay, then the rate. Rate is also per annum given and it is compounded annually. So rate will remain same as the given in question, 12.5%. So converting this mixed fraction, just see 12 2s are 24 into 1 25 into the improper one we get like this. This is the rate. Now we have to calculate it for 3 years. So we have to calculate the amount and compound interest. So let us find first the amount. Formula for amount is principal into 1 plus rate divided by 100 whole to the power n. Let's put the values. Principal is 10,800 into 1 plus rate is 25 upon 2. So it will become 25 upon 200. Whole power is 3. Now we have 10,800 and 25 ones are, then 25 eights are. We have 200. 1 plus 1 upon 8 whole power is 3. So we get 10,800 into, taking the LCM as 8, we get 8 plus 1 as 9. 9 upon 8 to the power 3. Is that clear? Then we are going to solve it further. Let's put a line here. So we get 10,800 into 9 upon 8 into 9 upon 8 into 9 upon 8. Right? After doing the calculations, we will get one answer that will be the amount in rupees. Clear? Also you can mention in the question in front the unit as rupees. Right? So solving it we get 15,377.34. Approximately you will get like this. Right, the calculation is a bit lengthy, just try it out. So after the decimal 3-4 points you will get, you just write up to 2 or 3 decimal places the answer. At least 2 decimal places should be there. So we have got the amount, that means 10,800 if taken for 3 years, and 12.5% is the rate. So we have to pay this much amount at the end of 3 years. Now we have to calculate the compound interest. Formula for compound interest is from the amount we subtract our principal P. So amount is rupees 15,377.34, and from this we will subtract rupees, what is the principal? 10,800. 10,800.00 we will subtract. Let's do the subtraction. What we get? 4, 3, 7, 7 here. Then 13 minus 8 is 5, then 4 here, right? So this is the compound interest. That means 10,800 was the amount that was borrowed, and the interest that is applied on it is 4,577.34. Approximately we need to write because this is not the exact number after the decimal, right? So this is approximately we have answered. Is that clear? This is how we are going to do the question on compound interest, and it was written annually. So we have taken the years, that means 3 years as an. Clear? Now let us solve the second part. In this also we have to calculate the amount and compound interest. So what we will do in this is, we have been given rupees 18,000 as the principal. So principal is rupees 18,000. Okay, for 2.5 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. Now because annually it is written, so 2.5 years we have, right? So what we will do, n is equal to 2.5 years. So we will calculate for 2 years compounded interest, and for this half year we will find out the simple interest on the amount that we will get at the end of 2 years. Whenever you get 2.5 years and it is compounded annually, so 2 years completely we have, but this half is not 1 year, this is half year. Okay, so for this half we will use simple interest formula, and for these 2 years we will use compound interest formula. So at the end of compound interest, at the end of the amount that we get using the formula for compound interest, we'll get the amount, or that amount will become the principal for the next half year. So now rate is what? 10%, because it is also given per annum and it is compounded annually. So let us find the amount. I'm just mentioning it, amount after, or we say at the end of 2 years. So at the end of 2 years, if we calculate, we'll apply the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. So here first of all we are calculating for 2 years. So principal is 18,000 into 1 plus R is 10%, 10 upon 100 into whole power as n, that is whole power will be 2. So 10 and 10 will get cancelled. 18,000 into, here just see, if you take 10 as the LCM, 10 plus 1 will be 11. 11 upon 10 whole square, we get 18,000 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10, cancel the zeros. Okay, then you have to multiply 180 into 11 into 11 is 121. So multiply it, try out the calculation in your notebooks. Now after calculating this, you are going to get 21,780. Okay, this we have done. Now what is the next thing that we need to do? We will find out for that half year. So this amount will become the principal for the next half year. So we will write, now the principal value is rupees 21,780. Rate will remain same, 10%, and the time that we will write here is, that is half year. Okay, half. So let us try the formula of simple interest. You know it is P into R into T by 100. Okay, so applying this formula we get 21,780 into 10 into half. Half can be written like this and divided by 100. So these zeros will get cancelled up. Write 2178, let us cancel with 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 ones are 2. Then 0 will come. 2 8s are 16. 2 8s are 16. We get rupees 1,088. Clear? Actually 2 9s are 18 we will get. Yeah. Here 9 will come. 1,089. This is the simple interest. This is the interest for the next half year. Now we have to tell the total amount. Okay, so what will be the amount in this case? Now in this case, first of all we will calculate the interest. We have to calculate the compound interest. Just see, compound interest, this is the interest for this half year, that is 1089, and for the previous 2 years the interest, how can we calculate the interest? Just to see, this is what, this is the amount. From this, if you subtract this principal, you will get interest. So you will get compound interest as 21,780 minus what we need to do, 18,000. Okay, so when we subtract this 18,000, we get 3,780. So this is the compound interest, 3,780. If we add in this 1,089, so we will get our total interest. Okay, total interest we are going to get. So after adding both the interest, we get 4,869. Now we have to find the total amount also that is to be paid. So we know the amount paid after 2 years. This is the amount paid after 2 years, and the simple interest is this. So amount after this half year will be 21,780 plus 1089. This is the interest now on this money, right? So we can add this. So when we add this, what are we going to get? Okay, one more thing, the total amount to be paid is 18,000 was the total money that was borrowed. Okay, and what is the total interest that we have got? 4869. So we can just write 4869. We can add this value. Right, what we can do, we have calculated the total interest. Total interest can be added in the principal that we have taken, and then we can find out the amount. So what we will do instead of this, we will just do total amount is equal to 18,000 plus what is the total interest? 4869, and we will add this. So when we add these, we get 22,869. This will be the total amount. So I'm repeating the solution again. What we have done, we were given the principal as 18,000 for 2.5 years. So for 2 years we have calculated the amount, right? It is 21,780. From here, if we subtract 18,000, we got the compound interest for 2 years, that is 3,780. Using the formula of simple interest for the next half year, on this amount we have calculated the interest, and if we add this interest and the interest for 2 years, we get the total interest. That is the one part of the question. Then we have to tell the total amount. In the amount that is initially there, in that if we add the total interest, right, that is this one, so we will get the total amount to be paid. Clear? Let's go to the next question. Here they are asking rupees 62,500. So let us take this as principal, 62,500 for 1.5 years at 8% per annum. Rate is per annum and it is compounded half yearly. Pay attention. So for half yearly, how many half years in 1.5 year do we have? 3. So n value will be 3, and because it is half yearly, 8% is for the complete year. For the half year it will also be half. So rate is 8% divided by 2, that becomes 4%. Applying the formula of amount now, principal into 1 plus r upon 100 to the power n. Principal is 62,500 into 1 plus rate is how much? 4%. So 4 upon 100, right? Then what we are going to write? To the power n. N is 3 here. Clear? 4 ones are 4 2s are 10 and 4 5s are 20. So 62,500 into, if you take the LCM here as 25, you will get 26 upon 25 whole power as 3. So you can write it as 62,500 into 26 upon 25, 26 upon 25 into 26 upon 25. So what we will do, we are going to solve it, and when we solve it, we get rupees 70,304. Clear? So we have got the amount. One part we have done, how to find the compound interest. From the amount we will subtract the principal. Amount is rupees 70,304 and principal is rupees 62,500. So we will subtract these, and after subtracting it we will get rupees 7,000. Just subtract it carefully. 7,804 we will get. Clear? So this is the compound interest. Because it is half yearly return, rate will become half, and time, because it is 1.5 years, so it will become 3 half years. So n is to be taken as, I'll just write here half. So 3 half years, so n is taken as 3 here. Clear? Understood? Let's move to the next one. Here is another question, and it is giving you rupees 8,000 for 1 year at 9% per annum, compounded half yearly again. So rate will be half. Okay, so principal is rupees 8,000. Okay, what about n? In 1 year, how many half year we have? 2 half years we have. So n is to be taken as 2, and rate will be 9% by 2 because it is half yearly. So 9 upon 2% only we can take, or 4.5% you can write. So let's just take 9 upon 2%. Applying the formula of amount, we will get principal into 1 plus r divided by 100 whole power as n. Principal is 8,000 into 1 plus rate is 9 upon 2. So 9 upon 200 whole power as n. N is about 2 here. Clear? So after putting these values, what are we going to get? 8,000. If you take the LCM as 200, you will get 200 plus 9, 209. Okay, divided by 200, whole power as 2. Now just solve it in your notebooks. You will get 8,000 into 209 upon 200 into 209 upon 200. Try to cancel out the zeros and multiply the terms left. So after solving it, we will get the answer as 8,736.20. Clear? So this is the amount. Now to calculate the, what we have to calculate, this compound interest. From amount you subtract the principal. Amount is 8,000. Okay, and amount is 8,736. Let's write it. Rupees 8,736.20 minus, we will do the principal, that is rupees 8,000. Okay, after subtracting these we get rupees 736.20. So this is the compound interest that will be applied on the sum of rupees 8,000 if it is taken for 1 year at 9% per annum, and if it is compounded half yearly. Clear? Let us move to the next part now. Here in this question, rupees 10,000, so we'll directly take it as principal. For 1 year at 8% rate is per annum given, and half yearly. So because it is half yearly, rate will also become half. Instead of 8%, rate will become 4%, and time is 1 year. How many half years in 1 year do we have? 2 half years we have. So n is going to be 2. Applying the formula of amount, P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, putting the value of P, that is 10,000, into 1 plus rate is 4 upon 100 to the power n is 2. So 10,000 into, just see, 4 1s are, 4 2s are, 4 5s are. So if we take 25 as the LCM, we'll get 26 upon 25 and its whole power will get as 2. So we have 10,000 into 26 upon 25 into 26 upon 25. So 25 1s are, 25 4s are 100, 0 0. Again you can cancel it with 25. Okay, and 26 and 26 can be multiplied. So just see what we will get after solving it. Amount will become as, just try to multiply and solve it. What are we going to get? Let's try. You try in your notebooks. 26 and 26. 10,816 we will get. Okay. So this is the amount. So compound interest will be amount minus principal. Amount is rupees 10,816 and principal is rupees 10,000. So subtract it, we will get rupees 816 as the compound interest. Clear? So it depends on you that you take the correct rate, correct time, according to whether it is compounded quarterly, compounded half yearly, and so on. Let's do the next part now. Here is another question. Kamla borrowed rupees 26,400 from a bank to buy a scooter at the rate of 15% per annum compounded yearly. Okay, is it clear? Compounded yearly. What amount will she pay at the end of 2 years? So what Kamla has done? Kamla has borrowed a sum of rupees 26,400. That will become our principal, rupees 26,400. This is the amount borrowed by her from the bank, okay, for the scooter, and at the rate of 15% per annum. What is the rate? 15% per annum, and compounded yearly it is written. So yes, we will take the rate as 15% only. What amount will she pay at the end of 2 years 4 months? So what is the time given? 2 years and 4 months, right? So what we will do, for 2 years we will calculate it like using the compound interest amount formula, and for 4 months we will use the simple interest formula. So what we will do, we'll calculate the amount on this first money, that is 26,400 into 1 plus 15 upon 100 whole power as 2. This 4 month can be written into years as 4 upon 12, that is 1 upon 3 years. So for this we will solve it separately. Okay, now we have 26,400 and for 2 years we are calculating is 26,400 into 100 is the LCM, 115 is 115 upon 100 whole power is 2. So solve it. 26,400 into 115 upon 100 into 115 upon 100, right? Try to cancel the terms, and solving it, what are we going to get? We will receive one number, so that number would be, let us try, it is going to be 34,914. Clear? So this is the amount, and this amount will become the principal for the next 4 months. Is that clear? So now let's just draw a line and find out simple interest. So for simple interest, this will work as principal. Okay, so 34,914, rate is 15% only. And what about the time? Time is how much? Time is 1 upon 3 years. 1 upon 3 years into 100. 3 5s are 15. So we will calculate it, and the simple interest value will come up to be rupees, because we have 100 also. Okay, let us also cancel it. 5 1s are 5 2s are 10, 0. Now you can cancel it more, and after dividing it we will receive a value that is 1745.70. So this is the simple interest that we will get. So we have to calculate what is the amount that she has to pay at the end of this. So we know this amount, right? From this amount, if we subtract the principal, so we'll get what? Compound interest. We have got simple interest. Compound interest is amount minus principal. So amount is 34,914. Okay, 34,914, and principal is 26,400. So we are subtracting it, and subtracting it we get 8,514. Okay, so we got compound interest and we got simple interest. So what we will do, we are going to just add these, and we will calculate the total interest to be paid. So let us add both the values. So total interest we can write total interest. Okay, total interest is rupees 1745.70 plus it is 0.70, and just a second, let's write it more properly. So we have 0.70 plus rupees 8,514. Adding these two, what are we going to get? Just add them. We will get rupees 10,259.70. Okay, if this is the total interest and this was the principal, let us add this into the principal. So we will get the amount to be paid. So total amount that we have to pay is rupees 26,400 plus rupees 10,259.70. Just add these two. After adding these two, we are going to receive the money as rupees 36,659.70. So this is the money that we have to pay. So just say 26,400 was borrowed at the rate of 15% per annum. But after 2 years, 4 months, what is the amount that we have to pay? It is 36,655.70, right? So this is how we are going to calculate. Whenever you are given 2 years, 3 months, 2 year, 4 months, you can calculate for that particular 2 or 3 years compounded interest formula, and then simple interest formula can be applied for the rest of the month by taking the principal as the amount for those 2 years, right, at the end of those 2 years or those 3 years. Clear? Let's move ahead with another question. Here is one more question, and in this it is said that Fabina borrows rupees 12,500 at 12% per annum for 3 years at simple interest. Okay, and Radha has borrowed the same amount for the same time period at 10% per annum, compounded annually. Who pays more interest and by how much? So we will just divide the section into two parts. Okay, one is for, this is Fabina, and another is for Radha. The same amount they both are borrowing, rupees 12,500. Radha also is borrowing rupees 12,500. Okay, rate is 12% and time here is 3 years. Right, for the second one also rate is 10%, Okay, rate is 10% per annum and it is compounded annually, same time period. So time will be 3 years. That means n here will be 3 years only because it is compounded annually. Any doubt in this? We have just written the given things, right? Okay. So we will use, it is at simple interest. In simple interest for the all 3 years, the interest will be on only rupees 12,500. So we calculate it. See, simple interest is principal into rate into time divided by 100. So we have 12,500 multiplied with 12 multiplied with 3 divided by 100. Correct? We can solve it. So we get the simple interest value by solving this. So what should we get after solving it? Just see, we will get rupees 4,500. Okay, 12 3s are 36. You multiply 36 with 125. So you will get 4,500. Is that clear? And now for the another one that we calculate amount. Okay, for compound interest we first have to calculate amount, right? Principal into 1 plus r by 100 whole power as n. Principal value is 12,500 into 1 plus rate is 10 upon 100, that becomes 1 upon 10 by cancelling, and whole power is 3. So 12,500 into 10 is the LCM, 11 by 10 to the power 3, that means 11 by 10 will be written 3 times. Okay, cancel the zeros. So solving it, 11 into 11 into 11 is 1331. Multiply it with 25 and we will place one decimal because in the denominator we have 10. So let us solve it. Solving the calculation, after doing the calculation we are going to get it as rupees 16,637.50. So this is the amount. And what is the compound interest? Amount minus principal. So amount is this much, rupees 16,637.50, and principal is rupees 12,500. Okay, after subtracting we will get it as rupees, just see, we will get 4,137.50. This is what we get. Is that clear? So the interest paid by Fabina is 4,500 and by Radha it is 4,137.50 if the rate is 10%. So which one is more? You can see it is 4,500, it is 4,137. So Fabina is paying the more interest. And how much interest she is paying more? So we will write Fabina pays more interest, right? And how much? By, we will subtract 4,500 and this one 4,137.50. So we will get it as rupees, just subtract it, you get rupees 362.50. Right, 50 we have. So this is the extra money that Fabina will pay if she is borrowing the money at simple interest. Yes, but the rate is 12%, and in case of the second thing, that is compounded annually, we have the rate as 10% only. So Fabina will pay more interest, right, for the same money. And if it is at 12%, that means more the rate, more is the interest, definitely. So this is how we calculate the questions, right? Let us start with another question. It says, I borrowed rupees 12,000 from Jamshed at 6% per annum, simple interest for 2 years. So it is a simple interest, and for 2 years he has borrowed how much money? 12,000 money. So principal is given as rupees 12,000. Okay, and it is how much rate? 6% is the rate, and time is 2 years. Can we calculate simple interest? Definitely. Had I borrowed this sum at 6% per annum, compound interest, not simple interest, compound years, compound interest, right? If this is compounded, so what extra would I have to pay? That we have to calculate. Let's calculate it. Just see. First calculate simple interest. So principal into rate into time divide by 100. Okay. Cancelling these, 6 2s are 12, 12 into 12 is 144, 1440. So 1440 is the simple interest that is to be paid. Clear? Now simple interest we are done with. Let us find the compound interest on the same money, same rate, okay, for 2 years. So First of all, we'll calculate the amount, formula for amount, because these are the only values that we are going to use. So principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 whole power as 2. So amount is 12,000 into 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10 and 0. We get 1 plus 3 upon 50 whole square, and it can be written as, just see, let's write in the next one only, 12,000 into 50 plus 3 is 53 upon 50 whole square. Correct? Now we have to solve it. Just multiply the terms, and the answer that you are getting after solving this should be equal to 13,483.20. This is the amount. Now what is the compound interest? From the amount we'll subtract the principal. So from rupees 13,483.20 we will subtract rupees 12,000. So if we subtract rupees 12,000, we get the interest as, just to see, subtract it, we will get 1,483.20, right? So this is what we are going to get. Now we got compound interest, we got simple interest. Which one is more? You see that we have 1440 as the simple interest and 1483.20, that is the compound interest that we have to pay. So which one is more? Compound interest is more. And by how much we have to tell what extra amount I have to pay if I borrow it, compound interest. So from compound interest you subtract the simple interest. So from rupees 1483.20 we will subtract rupees 1440 and we will get the answer. Let us just subtract it, 0.20, and it will be rupees 43. So 43.20, this is the extra money I have to pay if I take the same amount, same rate for same time, but compound interest is to be applied. Then it will be rupees 43.20 extra that I have to pay. Clear? Let's go ahead with the next question. Here is the next question. It is saying Vasudevan invested rupees 60,000 at an interest rate of 12% per annum, compounded half yearly. What amount would he get after 6 months and after 1 year? So let us try to do and understand the problem. So in the first part of the question, we are given after 6 months. In 6 months, how many half year? 1 half year. 1 half year, right? 1 half year we have. So n will be 1 year. And after 1 year, that means n will be equal to 2 because we have 2 half years. What will be the rate? Rate will become 6%. Reason is half yearly it is compounded. So for the first part, we will calculate the amount, that is p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. So principal is 60,000. Then 1 plus rate is how much? 6% per half year. 6 upon 100 whole power is 1, because after 6 months, that means 6 months means 1 half year. Okay, 60,000 into 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 0. So if you take 50 as the LCM, you will get 53 upon 50. So we have 60,000 into 53 upon 50. Cancel it, 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 0 0 we have. Now multiply these, 1253. So we will get the amount and it comes out as rupees 636.00. 63,600. This is the amount that we get for the first part of this question. Is that clear? Now in the second part, what do we have? Second part, we have the same things like principal is 60,000, rate is 6%, but n is 2 as I have mentioned already. So let's calculate the amount. Same formula we are going to use. 60,000 into 1 plus 6 by 100 whole power, as instead of 1 it will be 2 here, because for 1 year, that means 2 half years we are calculating. Amount will be 60,000 into 1, just see, 2 3s are 2 5s are 10. So again we will get 53 upon 50 and whole power is 2. So solving it, we get 60,000 into 53 upon 50 into 53 upon 50 like this. So cancel these, and with 5 we can cancel. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, then 0, and 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 fours are 20. So now we will multiply this 24, 53 and 53. So let us multiply. You can try it out in your notebooks. After doing the multiplication, we're going to get the answer as 67,416. Clear? This will be the amount that you have to pay after 1 year. If rupees 60,000 are borrowed, or 60,000 is invested at a rate of 12% per annum, half yearly if that is compounded. Right? Let's move to the next one now. Let us move to the next question. Here is the next question, and it is saying RF took a loan of rupees 80,000 from a bank. Rupees 80,000. Okay. Interest rate is 10% per annum. Find the difference in amounts he would be paying after 1.5 years if the interest is compounded annually and compounded half yearly. So for first we will calculate compounded annually. Let us do the first part. So they are asking compounded annually. Okay, so annually it is there, so rate will be 10% only, and amount that loan amount is 80,000. So principal is 80,000. Okay, and rate is 10%. Okay, now what about the years? It is 1.5 years and it is compounded annually. So n is 1.5. So what we will do, we can find out the interest by calculating for the 1 year, that is first year, using the compound interest formula, and for this half year we will use simple interest formula, and then we will add both the interest that we get, and then interest can be added. See, they are asking this interest only. If the interest is compounded annually, they are asking difference in amounts. So we will calculate the amount by adding the interest into it. So let us use the compound interest formula first. First calculate the amount, 80,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 to the power 1. Clear? So 80,000 into 1 plus 1 upon 10, 1 0 will get cancelled. We have 1 plus 1 upon 10. Taking the LCM as 10, we get 10 plus 1, that is 11. 11 upon 10. 1 0 will get cancelled. 11 8 is a 88. 88,000. This is the amount that we get. So from this, if we subtract this principal, will we get the interest? Yes. So what is the compound interest for the first year? It is 88,000 minus 80,000, and we get rupees 8,000. So for the first year we have calculated, right? Now the half year that is left, we will use simple interest formula, but in that principal will be this much, this amount at the end of 1 year. So 88,000 into, this is the principal, that is the amount that we are using, into rate, that is 10%, into time, that is half, into 100. So cancelling these, 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8, 0 0. The amount, or the I say interest, is 4,400. So let's find out total interest. Total interest is rupees 8,000 plus rupees 4,400. So after adding it, 8,000 and 4,000 is 12,000. So we get 12,400. This is the total interest. Okay, what will be the amount? Amount paid at the end of 1.5 year. Total amount will be this 80,000 principal. Okay, plus the total interest, that is 12,400. So 80 plus 12, you just can write, see, 80 plus 12 is 92, rupees 92,400. This is the total amount at the end of 1.5 year it will be paid. Clear? If it is compounded annually. So what is the amount that we have got? 92,400. Clear? Let us now find for the second year, that is half yearly. Okay, let's take the condition for half yearly. The same question we will solve for half yearly now. So let's just erase it. And second part we will solve. If it is compounded half yearly, rate will become 5%, and n will be how many half years we have? N is equal to 3, and principal is 80,000. Let us calculate the amount for 1.5 years. So what we will get? We will get 80,000 into 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole power as 3. So 80,000 into 5 ones are 5 2s are 10, 21 upon 20, taking the LCM as 20, we get 21 as the numerator and this. So we have 80,000 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. Cancelling the 3 zeros with these 2's, right? 2 ones are 2 4s are 8, 0. 2 ones are 2 2s are 4, 0. 2 ones are 2 and 2 10s are 20. So 21 into 21 into 21 into 10 we have to do. So just try it out. So solving it after this, what we are going to get, we will receive the answer as 92,610. Getting it? What we get? 92,610. So what we were getting in the first question, we were getting the amount as 92,400. This is the amount that we got for the first year, 92,400, and for this we are getting 92,610. So what is the difference in amounts that they are asking? So difference is equal to 92,610 minus 92,400. So subtract it and you are going to get it the answer as 210. Right, just see, subtract it. 92,000 subtracted 610, you subtract 400, you get just 210. So the difference in amount, that is 210 if compounded annually and if compounded half yearly. So which one is paying more? The same things if we have, but if we do the compound interest half yearly, we have to pay more, and if it is annually, we have to pay less, right? There is a difference of rupees 210. Clear? So this is how we are going to solve the questions. I hope you understand the concept where we have to take the rate as half of it, right? And where we have to take the same rate. Clear? So whenever it is half yearly, rate will also become half. And there n half years we have to take, so number of half years we have to count. So there are 3.5 years, so n is equal to 3 there. Clear? Okay, let us move to the next question. Here is the next question. It says, Maria invested rupees 8,000 in a business. She would be paid interest at 5% per annum compounded annually. Find the amount credited against her name at the end of the second year. So that means n here is 2. So for the first part, the principal is rupees 8,000. This is the money that she has invested. Rate is 5% because it is annually given, so 5% it will remain. And number of years is 2. N is 2. At the end of second year they are asking. So what is the amount that will be credited? Just see, principal 8,000 into 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole power as 2. 5 1s are 5 2s are 10, 0. Clear? So 8,000 into 1 plus 1 upon 20 is 21 upon 20 whole power as 2. Now 8,000 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. Cancel the zeros. Okay, 2 1s are and 40 will come. 2 1s are and 20 will come. Okay, 21 into 21 is 441. 441 you multiply by 2. Just see, 441 multiply by 2. 2 1s are, 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 2 1s are 2. 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 8. Rupees 8,820 we will get. So this is the amount that will be credited against her name at the end of the second year. In the second part, they are asking us the interest for the third year. Okay, so it is simple interest they are asking for the third year, but for the third year, what will be the principal now at the end of the year? This is the amount. Now on this, the interest would be calculated. So principal will become as rupees 8,820. Rate is same, right, 5%, and the time will be how much? Can you just see? Time is 1 year. For 2 years we have calculated. Now for one more year we are calculating. That means the interest for the third year. So simple interest will be P into R into T divided by 100. So cancelling it, 5 ones are 5 twos are 2 ones are 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8, 2 ones are 2. So simple interest is rupees 441. Clear? So this is the interest that will be added against her name or credited against her name after or in the third year, and at the end of second year the amount credited will be 8,820. Keep this in mind whenever you have calculated the amount for the first 2 years, and after that 6 months, 4 months, 3, the next year they are asking, you can just calculate it using the simple interest, but the principal will be the amount for the previous year, right? This is the main concept that we have learned in compound interest, that the principal doesn't remain same, it changes every year. The principal for the next year is what? The amount for the previous year. Clear? Let's go ahead with another question now. So here is the question. Okay, they're asking find the amount and compound interest for rupees 10,000, right? For 1.5 years at 10% per annum rate is given for the complete year. For half year it will be 5%. And how many half years in 1.5 years we have? 3. Now they are saying, would this interest be more than the interest he would get if it was compounded annually? So first of all we'll do the same question for half yearly, then we will do the same question for annually, and we have to see where is the interest more. Clear? So just see. The first one, principal is 10,000, okay, and rate is 5% because half yearly they are talking, right? And then N will be 3 years because N is 3 half years, because in 1.5 years there are 3 half years. So calculating the amount, principal, that is 10,000 into 1 plus R, that is 5 divided by 100 whole power is 3. So we get 10,000 into 5 twos are 10, so 21 upon 20 to the power 3. Just solve it. 10,000 into 21 upon 20, 21 upon 20, 21 upon 20. So cancel the 3 zeros with these 3 zeros. Here 2 ones are and 2 fives are, right? Now we will multiply all these things and we are going to calculate the answer. So what is the answer that we are going to get? Just solve it in your notebooks. You are going to get it as 11,576.25. This is the amount that you will get. Let us find out the interest. How to find the compound interest? Compound interest is amount minus principal. Amount is 11,576.25 and 10,000 is the principal. So if we subtract from this, what we get? 1,576.25. This will be the compound interest, right? Now we have to find the same compound interest if this is compounded annually, right? So if it is compounded annually, how do we calculate? For the first year we will calculate using the formula of compound interest, and for this half year we will use simple interest formula. Clear? So let us just remember that the compound interest in this is 76.25. Let us do the question for compounded annually. Okay, so if it is compounded annually, principal is 10,000, rate will be 10% only, okay, and time is first we will calculate for 1 year, okay. So amount will be 10,000 into 1 plus 10 upon 100 whole power is 1. So 10,000 into 11, just see, 11 upon 10 you will get. Calculating it, we are getting the amount as 11 into 1000 is 11,000. So this is the amount, right, for the first one. And what is the compound interest using it? From 11,000 you subtract 10,000. We are getting the compound interest as 1,000. Now for the next half year, we will use simple interest formula, but this amount 11,000 will become the principal. So 11,000 into, then we have what? We have half year as the time, so half, and rate as 10 into 100. So cancel the zeros, 2 5s are 10. So what is the simple interest? 11 5s are 55, we get 550. So total interest in this case will be how much? Total interest is equal to, so total interest, just see, yeah, we have 1000 as this interest and 550 this, so we will add 1000 and 550, so we get rupees 1550, right? So what is the amount that we have to pay? In 10,000 we will add 1550, right? So this will be, just see, 10,000 and 1550 you add, you understand, 11,550 you will get rupees 11,550. Now we have to compare the interest. We got the amount to be paid, we have to discuss about the interest, in which like whether compounded annually he will pay more or compounded half yearly he will pay more. So in the previous one that we sold, we were getting 1576. Just see, in the previous, for the first part, when it was compounded half yearly, okay, the interest was coming as 1576.25. This was the interest that we were getting, and now we are getting okay, it has 10,000. Just wait a second. Yes, so we can compare easily. Interest for half yearly is 1576.25 and interest when compounded annually is 1550. So when it is compounded half yearly, then he has to pay more interest, right? Would this interest be more than the interest he would get if it was compounded annually? Yes, half yearly interest is more than the compounded annually interest, right? So this is what we had to compare, and we have compared it. Clear? Okay, now in this question they are asking, find the amount which Ram will get on 4096 if he gave it for 18 months at 12.5 per annum. This is the rate, interest being compounded half yearly, right? So if the interest is compounded half yearly, the rate will become half. So what is the amount? So we'll consider the principal as rupees 4096. Rate is 12.5. So 12 into 2 is 24 plus 125 upon 2. But we have to take half of it. So it will become 25 upon 4%. This will be the rate. Now time. What will be n equal to? In 18 months, how many half years? 6 months make 1 half year. Yeah. 6 months is 1 half year. So 18 months is 3 half years. 3 half years. Let us calculate the amount. Amount is principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. What is the principal? 4096 into 1 plus rate is 25 upon 4 multiply by 100 whole to the power as 3. So let us just solve it. 4096 into, if you take 400 as the LCM, okay, or you can just write 5 5s are 25, 5 8s are 40, 0, 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5, 3 left, 5 6s are 30. So 16 plus 1 is 17, 17 upon 16 to the power 3. So just see, 4096 into 17 upon 16 to 17 upon 16 to 17 upon 16. So like this we have to solve. Okay, so let us try to solve. Cancel. Can you cancel 4096 with 16? Definitely. Just try. 16 square is 256, right? 256 multiplied with 16. You can try it. 6 6 are 36. 3 is the carry. Then 6 5s are. You can try it. 6 5s are 30 and 3 33. Then 6 2s are 12 and 3 15. Okay, and then 2 5 6 we will get. So 6 6 and 3 9 and 5 5 10, 2 and 1 3 and 1 4. 4096 only we are getting. So 16 into 16 into 16, these give us this only 4096. So we are left with 17 into 17 into 17, and when we do the cube of it, we will get rupees 4913. So this is the amount, okay, that Ram has to pay. Okay, if it is compounded annually, or if it is compounded half yearly, not annually as written in the question. Clear? So the demand of the question, whether half yearly, whether quarterly, whether it is after 3 months, it will give you an idea what rate and what the value of n you have to take, that is the time period. Clear? So let's move ahead now. In this question, they're asking the population of a place increased to 54,000 in 2003 at the rate of 5% per annum. We have to find the population in 2001. So we have already been given the increased population and we have to calculate in the previous year 2001 and we are given for 2003. So just to see, we will write population. How do we calculate in population in 2003? Suppose population in year 2003 is equal to population in 2001 into 1 plus what is the rate? 5%, and time is how much? You just see 2003, from 2001 to 2003 we are calculating. So what will be the time according to you? Just see carefully. It will be 2 years. Okay, now we have been given this number, that is 54,000 is equal to, this is population in 2001. Let us represent it with P 2001. Okay, and into 100 plus 5 is 105 upon 100 whole square. So we will take it that side, and P 2001, that is population in 2001, will become 54,000 into 100 into 100 divided by 105 divided by 105. This will come there and gets reciprocaled, right? So now we have to solve it. So population in 2001, you can try the calculations in your notebook. After solving it, you are going to get the answer as 48,000, then you will get 979.59, or approximately we can say it is 48,980 approx. So in 2001 the population was 48,980 approximately, and by increasing at the rate of 5% in 2003 it became 54,000. So this is what we have calculated in the previous year. Now we have to calculate for 2005. That means the next 2 years. Okay, so how will we calculate? We will calculate population in 2005 is equal to population in 2003, that we already know, 1 plus r, that is 5 upon 100 whole power as n. Now 2005 we are calculating, 2003 we know, again the time is 2 years. So population in 2003 is 54,000. 1 plus 5 upon 100 will become 105 upon 100 and whole square. So 54,000 into 105 upon 100 into 105 upon 100. Just see, cancel the zeros, these two will get cancelled, this one will get cancelled, and just see, let us multiply now. So 54 into 105 into 105, whatever the answer we will get, we will place a decimal after the just before the last digit, because 10 is there in the denominator. So solving it, or also it can be cancelled, I think. Let us cancel it. Just see, 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, and 2 7s are 14. Right, now no decimal will come up. 27 into 21 into 105, these are the three numbers that you need to multiply in your notebooks, and the answer that you will get is 59,535. And this will be the population in 2005. Definitely it will be more than 54,000 because it is increasing at the rate of 5% per annum. Clear? So just to see, using the same formula of amount in case of compound interest, we are able to apply these to real life problems also. Clear? Now let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. They are saying, in a laboratory, the count of bacteria in a certain experiment was increasing at the rate of 2.5% per hour. Per hour it is increasing. We have to find the bacteria at the end of 2 hours if the count was initially 5,06,000. Clear? So we are going to do it. Okay. So we will write, this is the bacteria given initially. Okay, so at the end of 2 years we have to, at the end of 2 hours we have to calculate. So at the end of 2 hours, what we have to calculate? We have to find the bacteria, right? bacteria will be equal to, okay, what is the initial amount? This is given as 5,06,000, and then 1 plus, what is the rate? 2.5 upon 100, 2.5 upon 100, and at the end of 2 hours, because we have to calculate, we'll take time as 2. So 5,06,000 into, just say remove this decimal, it will become 1000. 25 ones are 25 fours are 100, and 1 plus 1 upon 40, that is 41 upon 40 and whole square. So we have 5,06,000 into 41 upon 40 into 41 upon 40. So cancel the zeros. Okay, now multiply 41 and 41 and then multiply it with this 16. We have 4 and 4 in the denominator, keep that in mind. So we'll divide with 16 also, whatever the answer we get. So try to solve it, you are going to get the answer as 5,31,616.25. approximately this is there, or 616, you can just take the number approximately 53,000, 5,31,616. So this will be the bacteria at the end of 2 years. So see, I told you in the application of compound interest that when we are going to calculate the bacteria count, calculate the percentage increase or decrease in the population, that we can find using compound interest. So I'm using the same formula of amount in these questions to calculate, right? So let us discuss one more question now. Here is the another question, and it is saying a scooter was bought for rupees 42,000 and its value depreciated at the rate of 8% per annum. So you can just find 8% of 42,000, subtract that from 42,000, or what we can do, we can use the formula of compound interest amount, that is just 42,000 is the initial amount. So value after 1 year is equal to, what we will do, value after 1 year, just to see. Okay, so the amount is given as 42,000 initially, 42,000 per annum it is given, and after 1 year we have to calculate. So if we use the simple interest also, then also we can find it. We can just find 8% of 42, or what we can do, 42,000 into 1 minus, I will use because depreciated, so 8 upon 100, but with a minus sign. Clear? So again I am using the amount formula only, that is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, but instead of plus I am using a minus sign because of the word depreciated. Okay, because of this word depreciated I have used a minus sign here, and 1 year, so I am taking a 1 up here. So 42,000 into 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 0. So 50, you take the LCM. 50 minus 4 is 46 upon 50. Just solve it. 5 1s are 5, 5 8s are 40, 5 4s are 20. So we are going to multiply 84 and 46 and we are going to get our amount. Let's calculate that. So just see, we'll add one more 0 because it is 42,000 and I wrote 4,200 here. So 1 0 getting cancelled, we have one more 0. We'll now multiply 840 with 46. So the answer that we get is 38,640, 38,640. This is the value after 1 year of the scooter. Also you could calculate is just 8% of 42,000 you calculate. Okay, whatever the value you get, you subtract it from 42,000. That will also give you the value after 1 year. Clear? So we have discussed a lot of application. We have done statement sums. Many questions we have practiced using compound interest formula. So it is a really very interesting concept. Also, everybody should be able to apply this in real life, so that you also can reach to a conclusion that how is the money to be borrowed, whether it is to be borrowed compounded annually, half yearly, if it is quarterly, what is the interest rate. Thank you so much. So stay tuned. Now we are going to start in the next video with the next chapter. Thank you.